Okay, it says I'm live and I'm having some serious distortion going on here. Hope it clears up. That look like my green screen is going crazy. Hold it. I can't see what's going on with this thing. Okay, well that's as good as it get, I guess. Because I can't fix this thing. Shit. I'm gonna have to go black. Because I can't fix this thing. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to clear my background up. It's just acting up. I'm trying to go black. I am trying to go black. Because my background is distorting. It's probably my Wi-Fi too. Okay, I can't fix this no more. I don't know what to do now. I'm trying to see what's going on with this. It's just not working out. I don't know what's going on. I can't go black. How do I go black? I'm gonna have to try to go black. Is that better? Okay, maybe that's better. Maybe not. Maybe I need to go back down a little bit. What's up? I know ain't nobody watching. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna keep it right there. That's best I can do. So anyway, what's going on, y'all? I really just kind of wanted to talk about. I always wanted to talk about it, but it's a couple of guys that I know personally that might be offended because they got offended about something I posted about Mr. Samuels. First of all, I'm kind of over all the RIPs and everything when it comes to these celebrities and stuff like that. Because I understood a long time ago that there's a script that people, that these people follow. It's a script that we're falling for and we think is actually reality. I'm not saying that somebody didn't transition. I don't know. That's what I've heard. And it's like even in the transitioning, mission accomplished, because people are still divided. And this is why I didn't buy into the whole K. Samuels hype, because when I first saw him, when I first listened to one of his podcasts, well, not all of it, because I couldn't get through a lot of it, but from the first moment, when I first heard some of the callers, I was like, they sound like they're reading a script. They're not even that good of an actress, but okay, I'm going to go along with it. So I kind of figured out that it's probably just all scripted. He might have had some real legitimate calls, but it kind of seems scripted. And the reason, and then you have to ask why. What's his real purpose? This self-proclaimed relationship guru, who a lot of people picked up his feminine qualities, and some brothers got mad. And that's why people start looking at those brothers suspect. Like, if you can't see the moistness in this man, and he can perfectly do it if he wants to. But it's just ironic that he would be giving out relationship advice to, and I think I am buffering. What else was my music? But give out relationship advice and kind of, I'm not gonna say he bashed black women, kind of sort of in his way. He's the neo Tommy Sotomayor, and people forgot all about Tommy Sotomayor. Like, most people forgot about Tommy Sotomayor. My son was like, who was that? I said, see, because the internet killed Tommy Sotomayor. He's still living. He got a whole different platform. Well, same platform, different channel, different outlets, because he used to stream his stuff on YouTube. He had a huge following, and he was mainly known for bashing black women. Everything Tommy Sotomayor talked about on his show was real, truly bashing black women. He was encouraging black men to marry white women. He was praising white women. He held white women in high regard. So the internet killed him off because they didn't like his message. They didn't like what he was trying to do. He sowed a lot of discord. The same thing that's going on right now with Kevin Samuels was going on a few years ago with Tommy Sotomayor. Like I said, they kicked Tommy Sotomayor's ass off mainstream. He still streamed, but he's not on YouTube anymore. And I don't think he's on like Facebook and Instagram because some real strong-minded brothers who recognize, you know, women for who we really are, they basically shut him down. Facebook shut him down. It was too many complaints coming from people. Apparently there was, I don't know if people was complaining about Kevin Samuels, but I'm complaining about the people that bought into the hype of a self-proclaimed relationship guru. I don't respect relationship gurus, not Kevin Samuels, not Tommy Sotomayor, not anybody that calls themselves trying to give our people relationship advice. Because 9 times out of 10, they took their advice. Let me turn this down. From they took his advice from hold up. Wait a minute. Why is it going up? It should be going down. Took his advice from the Cracker Book of Morals. All of the advice that come from these so-called relationship gurus, including Shahrazad Ali, who y'all praise because she bashes black women too. They get their advice from the Cracker Book of Morals. This is how black women should act. This is how black men should act. Black women, you shouldn't do this, and black women, you should do that. Achieve this in life, black women. Achieve this is how you should be seen, black women. If you don't have this in your bank account, black man, and you can't do this to the black woman. It's all about economics with these relationship gurus, because that's all they're concerned about, because they got to get paid. You see, you feel me? That's all they care about. They only care about black people in relationship. Yeah, I'm live. Achieving economic, advantages, because they got to get paid, because our relationship's going to get messed up. Why? Because we haven't healed from past trauma, from being in a system that we don't control, who controls everything that we do and controls what we think and what we say. So that's why I don't respect those type of relationship gurus, because they don't talk about healing. Number one, so-called black people, when you approach a relationship guru, when you start following, when you start agreeing and arguing, yeah, because a lot of people are so emotional over this, and I'm very confused, and I'm already over it.
Jada went on Instagram comments. She was talking shit. She talking about something. I don't know what she said.
I'm already over it, because some people
said it was karma, not even just karma.
I'm not even gonna say karma. I don't even really believe it. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really believe it yet. But my whole thing is this. I got so much distortion. I have to go fix this again. I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's kind of clearing up a little bit. But anyway,
I'm about to get in the shower.
No, ain't nobody see you. So anyway, the problem is the division. Mission accomplished. Even in this man's passing and transitioning, people are still divided. I saw people men posting on their post. They just so emotional right now. They lost to them, they lost a superhero. This man got bigger than Tommy Sotomayor. I wonder why. Tommy Sotomayor was more of a alpha type of relationship guru. Kevin Samuels seemed more of a beta type relationship guru. Maybe that beta and that energy is taking over so much that men are so committed to being emotional about a man who never really proved that his relationship advice worked. Some people say, oh, his relationship advice worked. How do y'all know this shit worked and that shit wasn't scripted? Y'all keep saying, oh, he helped a lot of couples. Y'all don't know a script when you see one? That's the shit I'm talking about. Y'all don't dig into that. Y'all go straight for what you see. Your optic lenses only comprehend what you see. Y'all don't see the 01001001001s. Y'all see exactly what you think you're seeing. Y'all don't know if this man helped heal relationships. When you telling somebody how they should be based on the cracker book of morals, because they keep deleting my comment when I say that. Cracker book of morals is where he's getting his advice from. That's where all these people get their advice from. We're going to make sure we put one of their own in front of their face to tell them how they're supposed to behave. But ain't nobody talking about healing. You can't fix a relationship if you don't talk about healing. You can't fix a relationship if you don't talk about healing. You can't fix a relationship if you don't talk about healing. None of these self-proclaimed gurus talk about healing. They're reading from the cracker book of morals to tell black people how to act. Worried about your bank account. Always saying you need to ask what somebody bringing to the table. Baby, I got the table. And if I don't have the table, I got the wood, the nail glue, the screws, the hammer. We putting shit backwards in this world. We going backwards. That's why y'all relationships suffer. Nobody want to heal. Broken people draw broken people. I'm gonna say that again. Broken people draw broken people. I know that for a fact. And the purpose of that is supposed to be so both of them can build and heal, but we're not doing that. We're busy trying to dictate how a person is supposed to behave, how a person is supposed to act. But nobody's talking about healing. Nobody's talking about growing. Nobody's talking about building. Black people need to decide who is going to give them the best relationship advice. If it ain't involved healing, I wouldn't take it. And there's a lot of oracles, a lot of women out here that's trying to heal the nation. But all men want to do is push back on that and say, well, she must be this and she must be that because she don't have this and she don't have that. Because that's the relationship guru says. Come on, man. Y'all disappoint me. Y'all really disappoint me. Y'all disappoint me because there's no, it looks like there's no hope for us men and women building. As much as I want to build with men, with brothers, they just want to follow blame. And I think a lot of things that's going on is there's a lot of guilt that's being swept under the rug. A lot of men have did some terrible things to some women, and they think just because they cleansed, they detoxed, they changed their religion, they followed a different faith, they think that it's all good. And so now a lot of men are forgetting that they did some fucked up shit back in the day, especially the ones in my age bracket. We 70s babies, we 50s now. Some of y'all men did some horrible things to women. And that's why a lot of y'all follow the Kevin Samuels of the world, because y'all guilt is being absolved through the fact that, okay, now I feel better. It wasn't my fault. It was her fault. No, it was her fault now. I know it wasn't my fault because Kevin Samuels just broke down to you characteristics of how why black women are failing according to the cracker book of statistics, the cracker book of morals. Y'all got to remember that y'all brought it on yourself. And sisters, you got to remember too, we play a role in every relationship. We pick them, don't we? Nobody forces us to choose them. We pick them. In some cases, we always pick the wrong ones, knowing we ain't supposed to be with them, but sometimes we just got to have them. And we suffer the consequences, and then we mad at all men. And then nobody say, baby girl, I understand your past. Sister, I understand what you've been through. Let's heal. Let's burn some sage. Let's cast our past in the fire and let it burn. We don't want to do that because we love drama. We love division. And this is what the brother Kevin Samuels brought, in my opinion, was great division. I didn't speak on him a lot because I knew how sensitive some brothers were. And I'm just not trying to hurt y'all feelings because I really don't want to believe y'all suspect the way I view it. I really don't want to believe that the way y'all stick up for him and the way y'all you know, curb women and the way y'all down women, it just seems like y'all might be a little bit going to the other side, the way I'm looking at it. So that's why I don't try to say too much, because y'all get too emotional. And I'm starting to see that, and something not quite right. Now, to the brothers that know what I'm talking about, to the brothers that already touched on this, salute to you. You need to go talk to your brothers. They're wounded right now because their boy died. And they're mad because some people are saying it's karma. Y'all need to go hug those brothers, start a new bromance with them or something, because they're hurting right now. They are really hurting because this man, I guess he gave them life because, like I said, when you get a certain age, because let me tell you what I see, young brothers, they don't buy into this. It's mostly people in that age bracket what I'm talking about, 35s and up, 35, 40 and up. This is who are buying into it. Why? Like I said, you brothers, and I already touched on the sisters, I hit back on it later, but you brothers have done some things in your past. You men have done some horrible shit to some women in your life. And at some point, you realize you have to grow up, get your shit together like a lot of men do. They don't start maturing until they hit 40, 45. They don't start realizing that they got to be serious and be a father. They don't start realizing that they got to be a husband, be a better man. So then they start cleaning their lives up, but then they attach themselves to a man like Kevin Samuels, who run his mouth and get the advice that he give. So now they feel like, oh, no, well, it wasn't my fault. Oh, I see now this brother just, reminded me that it wasn't my fault in my past. That wasn't my fault. Them bitches was crazy. They didn't have that. They didn't have that going on. So now they hide their guilt behind a man who's not teaching healing. A man who's not showing us how to heal. He's showing us how to be divided. And I don't know why y'all don't know that those were scripts. Y'all said it. He done helped a lot of people. Y'all said he done help people in their relationships. How do you know that them wasn't actors? How do you know they weren't actors? Because I saw a script. I said they wasn't even that great of actors. That's why I couldn't really follow him that much, because I was like, oh, he got a script going on. I was a little bit jealous that he had so many followers. I almost wanted to just, act like I was following him and comment just so I can get people to come to my sorry ass page, since people don't want to hear truth. They want to hear dirt and gossip. So I guess I got to start, baiting people in by making it seem like I'm talking about dirt and garbage. I'm just so sad about that. But I'm going to start launching, hopefully I do it this week, our pedophile series. So I'm going to go into the next subject. I don't want to even call it pedophile series because it sounds like something, but it's pedophile exposures, hood gate, pastor gate, preacher gate. We're going to start talking about that. I already got some things lined up. I already have some pre-recorded shows of people who are opening up about their experiences when they were molested. They never got a chance to talk about it. This is part of my ministry that I didn't want to deal with, because at some point it hit close to home and it was very hard for me to deal with this situation. But, we moved past that, and we're looking to heal, and we're looking for other people to heal, because this is something that's been digging and, digging in people's consciousness, and they didn't have an outlet for it. So I'm using my platform to allow people to tell their stories, and not only that, expose the criminals. That's why a lot of people like dysfunction, because they try to hide their criminality behind it. We're talking about something that's been going on since the church originated. We're talking about pedophilia, human trafficking. There are things that the church needs to be exposed about. And this, what I'm saying, a lot of people that's been molested by people were molested by people of the cloth, or people that were supposed to be Christian. It's time that we blow this shit wide open, because I don't know about y'all, but it's going to get worse as long as we keep passing along this demon and not protecting our children. And what I'm doing might cause some people to be mad, because they thought that they could hide their sins, and they thought they could hide it in the church. Right now, Detroit had a story that they're trying their best to sweep under the rug because nobody don't want to talk about it. Guess what Lynette's going to do? Lynette's going to talk about it. There's a church. The name of that church is Second Ebenezer. And the Second Ebenezer church right now is looking, and they don't want to open up this story yet. So the details are still sketchy, but they already arrested 2 ministers who were responsible for sexually assaulting a teen over a period of time. And these are ministers, and this is a big faith-based church. We're talking about the whole church being exposed because people don't know Vatican fell already. So it's just a matter of time before the rest of these synagogues of Satan and Moloch begin to uncover. And it's going to really crush a lot of Christians. It's already crushing right now because some people are seeing it, but they don't want to talk about it because the idea of the day is judge not, lest ye be judged. And also, he who without sin cast the first stone. Those 2 scriptures are very important to watch for. When you see people quoting those scriptures in lieu of this, when you see people repeating those scriptures in lieu of this, it means they're part of it. They're either pedophiles or pedophile sympathizers. When you hear them say, he who is without sin cast the first stone, they're part of it. There's a brotherhood that they follow. And a lot of women are part of it too. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of women who's part of it too. A lot of the women, first ladies and pastor wives and trustees' wives and ministers' wives, they know what goes on. Some of them may get the boss to leave, but a lot of them stay behind. Why? Because there's a lot of money that's shuffled through the Roman Catholic Church. And Black people, for your information, you don't want to be connected to Roman Catholicism. It doesn't matter if you're Baptist, non-denominational, international, Kojic, Presbyterian. It doesn't matter what denomination you still fall under the Roman Catholic hegemony. And I'm probably saying that wrong, but you still fall under the Roman Catholic Church, and you guys follow whatever they tell you to follow because remember, you were conquered in the name of Constantine. And that's why the church follows so much pedophilia and all that shit. Like I said, the Vatican is fallen. It's gone. You don't hear much coming out of the Vatican. And it's been pretty quiet. You're not really seeing the Pope. You know, anybody that's been connected to heads of state, the Pope, preachers, ministers, presidents, first ladies, anybody that has recently been or in the past 2 years said they had COVID or some kind of health condition and they were stepping down and retiring, believe me, they have been canceled already. It's about to hit home now. Second Ebenezer is a mega church of international faith, if I understand. I might be wrong, but the last I heard, Second Ebenezer came from a Baptist church background, and then they changed some years ago over to international faith. Now, the scoop I got about the international faith based things was that they are still under 501c3, meaning that whatever the government tells them to do, they do it. They actually undermine the constitution of separation of church and state. They don't care because they're getting paid. So most of these 501c3 ministries have followed government mandates. They have voting booths at their churches. They provide vaccinations. They have gun buyback programs. They just follow whatever, whatever things that they follow mandates to. They definitely shut down during the pandemic. That was a fake government mandate, a violation of the Nuremberg Code. And these churches are going to be held accountable for it. Now, the way they're going to take these churches down is different than what I thought. I thought they was going to just round up all these pastors and all these politicians and all these celebrities and all these people, march them down one by one and have them rounded up. But there's not enough jail to hold all these people that they're going to be arresting. So they're going to put it out there little by little that so-and-so got COVID, so-and-so program shut down, so-and-so ended their season, so-and-so got a health condition, so-and-so is stepping away from the academy. All of these people have been detained. Some of them have been arrested and detained. Some of them have already been executed. So now we're trickling down to the churches. All this is about pedophile human trafficking. Y'all think somebody is bullshitting with this. The problem with a lot of people is they are so starstruck that they never believe this shit. When the whole Will Smith and Academy Award bullshit popped off, a lot of people were saying, well, I know so-and-so personally. I know firsthand what goes on in the industry. They just did not want to believe that anybody could be responsible for being part of a hoax that they worship. Imagine what's going to happen when a lot of them find out about their favorite celebrities and politicians and athletes. They're going to be devastated. Some of their favorite rappers, some of the ones y'all put on pedestals and called him Jehovah. Y'all called this nigga Jehovah. Wait till y'all find out Jehovah ain't here no more, or his wife. That nigga y'all seeing walking around is talking about he's Jehovah. Y'all better go look at the details. They're not even the same height. Old boy lip not even the same size as Jay-Z lip was. And you got to know Jay-Z got a signature lip with a crease down the middle. That shit is split. Looked like somebody broke his lip in half and sewed it back together. That new Jay-Z nigga walking around ain't got that split down his lip. And don't tell me about no plastic surgery. Because a nigga like Jay-Z got famous off them lips. He ain't finna get no plastic surgery. Y'all think somebody bullshit when I'm telling y'all all this pedophile shit is coming to a head. And you better play your part, because in a minute, people are going to start looking at all y'all pedophile sympathizers and rounding y'all asses up too. Y'all might not get detained, but y'all definitely going to get exposed. And if you care about your reputation, your legacy, your children, your grandchildren, finding out that you was a pedophile, you better start explaining yourself now. You better start asking for forgiveness now. Seriously, because y'all really have to understand that this thing is huge. This thing's so huge that y'all don't even want to hear from somebody like me. But anyway, I'm going to expose some pedophiles in your community. Some of your dads, some of your pastors, some of your teachers, some of your counselors, some of your neighbors. They've been fucking with kids. And they've been getting away with it. They've been putting the fear of God in their victims for years, and they fucked them up. And that's why another reason why these relationships don't last. That's another reason why relationships are flimsy, because a lot of us have been molested, we've been raped, and we never healed. My purpose as an empath, and I'm hating to claim that title, is to help people heal. We attract broken people. Broken people attract broken people. We so busy trying to heal the world, we haven't found ourselves to heal. And so that breaks us. Nobody's healing us. Nobody's healing empaths. We so busy trying to make sure somebody else okay that we can't make sure ourselves okay. And so we broke. And that brokenness is going to keep attracting broke motherfuckers. Y'all got to do better. When we suffer, y'all suffer. Y'all got to do better. Who going to heal y'all? If we can't get healed, who going to heal y'all? I'm just saying. So we talked about Mr. Samuels. We talked about exposing this pedophile. Hopefully I'm going to air some things this Sunday on the Grio Lounge show. You know, you can find me on YouTube. I'm on StreamYard. I'm also on Facebook. We're going to open up this pedophile files. We'll open up the pedophile files because they need to be exposed. People need to heal. People need to heal. Childhood trauma can mess you up for life. Trust me. I'm going through this shit right now. Y'all have no idea. I'm going through this shit right now. People I love with all my heart that's close to me, having a hard time dealing with the shit that they dealt with in the past. This shit is real. Y'all don't want to understand why we don't heal. Y'all so busy watching celebrities. You ain't busy watching us. We got to watch us. Fuck them celebrities. They hit. Their time is done. All them celebrities right now that's in Hollywood between the ages of 25 and up, it's over. It's over. Kevin Bieber, I don't know. He might make it if he ain't got no pedophile attached to him. If he wasn't on that Epstein list, y'all forgot about the Epstein list. That Epstein list was huge. It was huge, and the Ghislaine Maxwell case is still going on, and y'all distracted with Kevin Samuels, y'all distracted with Will Smith, y'all distracted with who else? Who else y'all distracted with? Y'all distracted with everything. Y'all ain't paying attention. Like I said, this pedophile thing is huge. If you don't know by now, you really gonna be fucked up when it come out, because it's really gonna hit you hard. You better get used to what's going on right now. You better get used to the code and what people telling you that's going on. Like I said, if they heads of state, politicians, athletes, celebrities, producers, actors, if they're leaving Hollywood, and then y'all know this ain't never happened. I told y'all 2 years ago Hollywood would shut the fuck down. It ain't opening back up. Y'all don't believe nobody. Y'all ain't seen hardly no movies coming out of Hollywood. What's coming out of Hollywood are movies that was done 3-4 years ago. Check the statistics. Last year, Detroit produced more movies in Hollywood than anybody in the country. Check the statistics, baby. Hollywood is gone. Like I said, any of those celebrities talking about they walking away from the academy, they canceling their season, they stepping down, they got health problems and all that shit. Let me tell you something. If you pay attention, Hollywood is about 100 years old. In the 400 years of Hollywood been alive, I've been here 50 of those 100 years. I've been here 50 of those 100 years. And I've known about Hollywood since before I was 10 years old. I was under 10 years old. And I watched celebrities and TV and movie stars. And as I got older and I began to pay attention, I have never heard this many celebrities walking away from Hollywood, ever. You never heard celebrities retiring in the way they're retiring now. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't even know why you need to pay attention to that. When I told y'all 2 years ago Hollywood was shut the fuck down, it's been shut the fuck down. It's been shut the fuck down. Y'all don't want to believe nobody. Everybody's a conspiracy theorist. Y'all better pay attention. All these people leaving the academy, all these people, well, not all these people, but it's people that's leaving the academy. That's never happened. That's like never happened. And nobody saw that script that they ran. Nobody saw it. They don't believe it. Pay attention. Pay the fuck attention. Because it done already went down. Tom Hanks, you hear shit about him? Even in the UK, when have y'all ever heard of the palace shutting down? I'll wait. The Queen, she been gone. She been gone from the moment they said this bitch had COVID. That was her execution. That was COVID. We executed her. She gone. Why is the Queen gone? She part of that cabal pedophile shit. Y'all don't forget. Was it 3-4 years ago? Buckingham Palace, people with cell phones caught footage of a young boy dangling out of the window, butt naked, hanging from a sheet, trying to escape Buckingham Palace. Now, they might not have stayed in Buckingham Palace 100% of the time, but they use Buckingham Palace to traffic young boys and young girls. That's why the Queen is gone. That's why she gone. That's why Brexit shut down. That's never happened. Like, seriously, the Buckingham Palace has been bought and sold by another millionaire. Look it up. It was on the news. And it got swept under the rug. The Buckingham Palace is gone. The Queen haven't been there, not because of COVID. They was not there because they got arrested and detained. Don't believe me? Go back and watch the footage and the pictures of when Trump was over in England, when he was president. Remember, everybody was mad at Trump because Trump did something that nobody is supposed to do. In the history of queendom, nobody is supposed to ever walk in front of the Queen. You never cross in front of the Queen. Never. It's disrespectful. It's dreadful. It's bloody awful. You never walk in front of the Queen. Guess what Trump did? He walked his ass in front of the Queen, and everybody got so mad. They was calling him disrespectful, calling him misogynistic, calling him all kind of names. But that was a code for saying this, and we got her. It's a wrap. He didn't give a fuck about walking in front of a pedophile. Would you? Just because she got a fucking crown on her head from hundreds of nations that they stole from? Y'all think this shit is a joke. Y'all keep laughing at people like me. And I keep wondering how come it's not coming out. It can't come out the way that I said, where they're going to round everybody up and march everybody down to some concentration camps and execute everybody. They can't do that. They don't have enough people, the military probably, to hold all these thousands of people, probably millions all over this world. These people, are responsible for human trafficking. That's what cryptocurrency was all about. It was a dark. It was money that they use on the dark web. I know y'all don't want to know. Y'all got the history about some Asian people creating these things and this is that and the other. But before the Asian people, before that knowledge came out, cryptocurrency was used on the black web to buy anything. You could buy a spaceship with cryptocurrency because it wasn't traceable. So they decided, like, this thing is huge. We need to take this to the public. It made sense. So they were buying and purchasing human beings with cryptocurrency, whether y'all want to believe it or not. And y'all think that the war in the Ukraine is about nuclear weapons. Ukraine is the mother lode of human trafficking. It's the epicenter. Wherever they shipped these, because they said they were shipping humans off to become slaves, sex slaves as well, and food. I don't know. The intel is compelling. It's sickening, but it's compelling. The only reason why I still hunch is because they're saying that these people are being sold off to other planets and other aliens and being put in planets for slavery purposes. They're working in slave mines on other planets. Sounds like a movie. Could be. But they don't have to be on another planet. It could be somewhere right here. You know, they said we have multiple layers in this planet. There's a middle earth. There's towers and cities and towns that's under this underground. And I know that it is for a fact. Detroit, we sit on top of a whole city. Some people call it old Detroit. Y'all went there for y'all when y'all was little. At the Detroit Historical Museum in the basement, they showed you what it looked like back in the day. And we thought that that's what it looked like above ground. No, those are underground cities. They had cobblestone roads. They had trains underground. And they were ran on those cobblestone roads in between those tracks. I'm just saying, we don't have a subway system here, but we had a train system, underground train system. There's maps there's maps in the museums that show underground trains, and they had electricity. They was running on some type of electricity. They had charging stations. That shit blew my mind. Right here in this country, it was like Wakanda. Seriously, it's crazy. You got to go look this shit up, though. You got to go look this shit up to see it for yourself. I got some of those maps because I had a brother that liked to share his journey to the museums. I haven't been to any other national museums. I've only been to the local museums because I haven't really did a whole lot of traveling. I've been, to some states and stuff like that, but I don't visit museums when I go travel. So this brother shares his journey with them, and it's compelling to see our history been so covered up. And in these museums, there's like nothing about Africa. When I say nothing about Africa, I mean there's no slave trade stuff. I'm not talking about the African American Museum. Of course, they had the replica slave ships and shit in there. Well, they have them, when they had a tour to exhibit. But outside of these African American museums, when you go to these other museums, they only talk about that first trip from Africa with indentured servants. And indentured servants were people coming here to work for money. They're slave tokens, y'all. And they're really not called slave tokens. They're just money they pay for people's wages. They didn't pay people properly, though, to be fair. But the first Africans arrived over here, I think it was 1619 at Jamestown, Virginia or some shit. That's been historically recorded. And there were 20, not 20 million. That's what you're going to find in the museums. You're not going to find the voyages of slave ships in museums. It's just not there. You're not going to find ship logs of slaves brought over here. You're not going to find that. What you will find is ship logs of passengers that came over here from Africa. And those passengers were not all indentured servants. Some of them were immigrants coming over here to find a better life. Some of them came over here to work and become indentured servants. Some of them might have saved up and had a little bit of money and wanted to get over here and start their own business and colonies and whatnot. That's what was really going on. We were losing our land. We weren't being shipped over here from Africa, as far as the museums recordings and the real history that they won't teach us. Anyway, moving on to polygamy. I'm gonna try to hurry up and wrap this up because I've been going on for 44 minutes. So polygamy, that's another division tactic. Kevins are really popular. That's one of the ugliest names that I've ever heard. I hope I don't meet nobody named Kevin. No, let me stop. Kevin. But anyway, the Kevins are very popular right now. We have Kevin Samuels, who just recently transitioned. And we have Kevin Wesley, who came on the scene a few years ago as a former pastor who found this truth about religion and indoctrination and the origin of our faith and all these kind of things, and became very, very popular because he came and brought his message to the conscious community, or it ended up in the conscious community. So then there was the hoteps that came out of him, the Nuepian type of style and attitude that sprung out. And the next thing we know, with all of this attention, and Kevin West is a handsome brother. With all of this attention comes the women who looking at this man going, "Ooh, he woke, he's so woke, ooh, he's so fine. Ooh, let me try to push up on him." And so I guess the attention caused him to look into polygamy, and he followed the conscious community roadmap of polygamy. You know, they teach the white man snatched polygamy from us and forced us into being monogamy, and the white man took away our ability to build and nation build and all this kind of stuff. For the record, we taught the white man monogamy. The reason why we taught the white man monogamy is when they were in the caves, as they have documented, not me. When they was in those caves, they said they was fucking. That's how they got big in number. That's how eventually they had enough of them to try to take over the whole planet. Them people was in the caves, fucking their ass off, fucking their mamas, fucking their daughters, fucking. And so, as they said, the Moors civilized them. And that part of the civilizing meant that you can't be fucking everybody you see. So you're going to have to learn to stick with one person and one person only. They didn't teach them to stick with their own kind, apparently, because a lot of those Moors was fucking them Europeans. We see that. We see that when we look at the Phoenicians. The Phoenicians were these curly-haired Greeks. You know, they were the original. All of the pictures of the white statues you see in Greece are new. They were built in the late 18th and early 19th centuries. And they were placed over there. They were actually replicas of the original Phoenicians who had tight curly hair, big ass lips, and big ass noses. Some of them were real fair complected, and they were real light skinned because like I said, there was a lot of crossbreeding, a lot of breeding going on. So that's what, that's how those Phoenicians. But anyway, polygamy is not something that was widely practiced amongst Africans. It was based on, certain tribes practiced that, and it wasn't so that they can build nations. Polygamy was just a status symbol. It's a status symbol for status and for status and wealth. If you got enough money to marry 13 bitches, go ahead. You got enough money for that. That's the whole purpose of polygamy, is to show and prove and tell you that I got it. And if I want your wife, I got the money, I could get her too. It's a power trip. It's egotism. And for the women that participate in polygamy, I'm not saying that it doesn't work. I'm just saying I happen to know some sister wives personally. These sisters came to me in tears. I didn't know these women. I didn't grow up with them. They weren't my girlfriends. They weren't my homegirls. They were just people that I saw on social media. And they came to me out the clear blue and was telling me about their experience being a sister wife. These men took total advantage of these women. Beautiful sisters took advantage of their self-esteem. That's what they do. They prey on women with low self-esteem. I'm not saying that's what Kevin Wesley did. But who always broadcasts their marriage every day? And he has thousands of followers. And I guess that's why I'm jealous of that shit too. How do you get thousands of followers every day and you talk about the same shit? I guess it's like a soap opera. I guess people tune in like soaps. Like, I got to see what Kevin Wesley's saying because he got two beautiful bitches. I mean, two beautiful wives. And they're so beautiful. Oh my gosh. He must be doing something right. He must be laying that pipe right now. Then it turned into a sex story. Are those women lesbian? Because that's every black man's fantasy because they got it from the white man. That was his fantasy. So now every black man want lesbian bitches. I don't know why, because if y'all having a threesome, them bitches gonna get it in while you sitting up there watching and missing out. So go ahead and be with these. I don't get it. Sex has a lot to play with it. If you're gonna tell me that a man with 2-3 wives is having sex individually all of the time, then yeah, okay. I doubt it. It's gonna be some lesbian shit going on. And I know some women very uncomfortable with it because I talked to some. Some women were forced into becoming lesbians when they got married, and they were not happy about that. They performed sex to please the man because that's what he wanted. And I think that that's within itself some psychological shit that needs to be addressed about this polygamy shit. Now, by all means, if it works, it works. Because I've heard some people that have multiple wives, sister wives, and all of those wives stay in separate homes. That might be an option if I get to stay in my own home, because that means I get to have me some company too. If that's the case. I mean, I don't know how that works, but it's overrated. And for the record, there has never been any nations built off of polygamy. You're gonna have to prove it to me. I could be wrong, and I'm okay. I can admit when I'm wrong, but name me one nation that was built off of polygamy, strictly polygamy. They talk about nation building, and a lot of people fall for it. I just feel sorry for the sisters that get caught up in this because like I said, personally have met several sisters, not just one, who told me their experiences with them. One of them was with the King Noble. King Noble, we don't hear about him anymore, but King Noble was a guy preaching the same thing. He was another nature boy. Oh yeah, nature boy. These people fall, and I'm telling you, that's another thing. I haven't talked about nature boy. Nature boy got caught, I think a week before last. Nature boy got caught up over there. Nature boy was running a full cult, and you men were supporting him big time because he talked the language of the cracker. The cracker that trained the COINTELPRO Negro to come in here and sow discord amongst us. That's the same book all these people read from. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Y'all got to be smarter than that. Pay attention to all of these people that's going down. Tommy Sotomayor got kicked off social media pretty much for running his bullshit. The righteous brothers going to come for y'all. Because ain't nobody going to come for the sisters but them. And I'm talking about the righteous brothers that peep the program and they see the bullshit and division is going on. They're going to make sure you get shut down. It took a minute for them to catch up with Nature Boy, but they finally got Nature Boy. Let's talk about Brother Polite. I meant to put that in the description. What happened to Brother Polite? Nobody's talking about him anymore. Brother Polite was accused of pedophilia. Remember? His one of his sister wives with her teenage daughter, he developed a relationship with. He got caught up and that shit kind of got swept under the rug. It's been quiet in Cali, even though he's from, I think, from New York. I think he's originally from Brooklyn or the Bronx. I don't know, Bed-Stuy, one of them boroughs he's from originally, but he had moved out to Cali because he became part of that celebrity entanglement. Y'all think I was bullshitting when I told you, watch the niggas that wear the red hats, that wear the red bottom hats and the red bottom shoes. Now, I know some people think it's just a fashion statement, and for some people it is. It's cute. I mean, that red bottom on the bottom, but that's a signal letting you know that you're part of the brotherhood, you're part of the cabal, you're part of the cult. You drink adrenochrome and you dance on the blood of the slain children. That's why your shoes is red. And you put the skin of their faces on your face and on your head. That's why you got a red hat. Y'all think this shit funny, but I'm telling you right now, where these niggas at? Let's talk about it. Polite gone. The conscious community. Polite is gone. He was a polygamist. Polite was a polygamist, had multiple wives. He made friends and got cozy with one of the wives' daughters, who was a teenager. He got caught. His DNA was found on her body. She came out and talked about it. Oh, let's talk about African Bambaataa. Y'all don't want to talk about that because they gave us some dope ass music. Their name had Africa in it, so they gotta be conscious. African Bambaataa was accused of molesting kids. Brother Hassan talked about it, and the people came for his head. But where they at? Huh? Where's African Bambaataa? Poof, gone. So all these people are going to be exposed. Y'all keep bullshitting. Y'all keep think this is a game. I'm telling you right now, they're going. We talked about Polite. We talked about Africa Bambaataa. We talked about Kevin Wesley and the polygamy people. You guys promote all this bullshit. You guys are going to be exposed to. The conscious community is falling. It's definitely falling. It's not even really here no more. Them pillars, they still standing, but they know a lot of them motherfuckers that I named. They ain't saying shit about Polite. Ain't saying shit about Polite. And that was his boy. Inky was going in on him, but then I don't know, because I think Inky got a new channel. Inky was exposing him. So I ain't got nothing to say about Inky, but I haven't heard anything from him. I don't know what's going on with him. I know somebody was kind of targeting him, I think, because of this Polite shit. So hopefully he's okay. But yeah, a lot of people are coming up missing, are missing from action, MIA. And y'all think that I'm talking bullshit. I'm going to keep talking, though, because somebody going to really catch it. And they're going to give me a break. And then, you know. But yeah, we don't talk about those people no more. So Nature Boy gone, Brother Polite gone, King Noble gone, Tommy Sotomayor gone. And by gone, I mean those people are not dead. They're just not part of the conscious community anymore. They're coming for everybody in the conscious community that's been on this Discord. So that's why I'm saying, Kevin Wesley, I think you might be next, because the brothers don't like your message either. They don't like, they say you flaunting those women. They said you kind of pimping them. I don't know. I don't see it, but that's what I hear. That's what I've seen brothers say. They're going to eventually come for you, my brother. So this is what happened when you put yourself on a major platform and you pull from that COINTELPRO manual. That COINTELPRO manual is the manual that's so discord and send out misinformation. We got to do better. Family, we got to do better. The reason why I go the way that I go, number one, it ain't a whole lot of people that follow me, so I feel like I can say what the fuck I want to say. So I try to go hard, but on my own, in my own way, because that's just how it is. In person, I'm a lot softer. Unless we get into a debate, then I might come a little bit aggressive. But if I feel like I hurt anybody's feelings, I apologize. But I don't hurt people's feelings. I ain't gonna say I never hurt people's feelings. I don't think people tell me when their feelings are hurt. Sometimes I could tell they don't say shit. But anyway, we coming for these pedophiles. And by coming, I mean, I'm not making no arrests, but we just letting people's story be told so that they can be exposed. Why would you let somebody who hurt you and ruined your life not face judgment? You gotta tell these, you gotta let these people face their judgment, criticism, all that shit. They have to be judged. They took something from you that you can't get back unless you take it from somebody else. And hopefully you taught yourself not to. This thing is so deep. This demon, this pedophile demon, which I think is an ancient uh alien energy, because I don't see or feel that this was going on since the beginning of time on this planet, since the beginning on this planet. I don't see that. I see this happening during a time when we were invaded by some evil demonic species that took over our planet and took over our thinking and our way of life. And that's why we can't heal, because we're still trying to figure out how to fit in. I was the other day trying to figure out how the hell am I going to fit in this brave new world? I don't know where I'm going to fit in this brave new world. I don't fit. I don't belong here. And then I have to tell myself, don't try to fit in. Just be individual. Fuck fitting in. You never fit in. Why would you want to fit into this brave new world now? I got to hold to my core beliefs. If I decide to look to the left and look to the right at what everybody else is doing and keeping up with, I'm going to lose myself. I just found myself, and I'm not finna lose myself in this new world with this new system and these new alphabets and these new names and these new laws and these new currencies and these new frequencies. I'm not doing it. I didn't fit into the last world. I don't want to fit into this one. I want to create my own. Just give me a piece of land off the coast some damn where and let me live out my life in peace with nature. I don't really care about this anymore. I don't care about selling a script to Hollywood. I don't care about blowing up. I don't care about being popular and having my work showcase and all that. I don't really care about that anymore. What I care about is healing people. But I realize people just don't want to be healed. We have been suffering and we've been in trauma for hundreds and hundreds of years. We just love to be broken. And that's sad. And that's what this next world is going to be, a bunch of broken ass, crazy, deranged, mentally unbalanced people in this new world. And that's scary. And I'm scared. I'm scared we're going to be in a world when if I'm still breathing, 80 years old, trying to protect these kids, because it's going to be legal for people to abuse them. It's going to be legal for people to diminish their identity and tell them that they can choose to be a girl, a boy, a bug, a cat, a rat, and not give them the beauty of being born a woman and the majestic and royalty of being born a man. That's going to be gone. And I see myself in this world fighting that, and I just don't want to fight shit no more, because I don't know, humanity ain't even worth it, because they want to do whatever somebody else tells them. They're scared to think for themselves. And that's scary, that people don't want to think for themselves. That's real scary, that people have to let somebody else dictate to them what their next move should be, what next celebrity you need to worship, what next celebrity you need to RIP, 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 RIP. Ain't y'all tired of that shit? Is it a rush? And I'm not saying that I haven't RIP some celebrities, but these were celebrities that I had no worship for anyway. I just appreciated some of the things that they did, and they seemed like some of the celebrities that weren't part of this pedophile shit. Those are the celebrities that I RIP. But I'm so over it. I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. I'm more concerned about the people that I know in my real life RIP, and that's more concerning to me than these celebrities, man. A lot of them are wicked anyway. Karma, I don't know about Karma. I don't know Kevin Samuel's life story. I don't know what he put out or what he got back. I just know I didn't agree with most of the stuff that he said that I heard. I didn't hear everything, but what I did hear, I really didn't agree with it. I saw a script. I saw people acting. I didn't see anything but this man building a platform literally from out of nowhere and seeing people fall for the great I don't know, the great cover up, the great it's just deception, division. And with all my heart, I hope that you guys and gals learn to heal. Don't look for a relationship right now if you got some things and trauma and issues in your past that you never heard from. Don't look for a relationship if your self-esteem is not up to par. I'm not worried about your bank account. I'm not worried about your level of education. I'm worried about your heart and your mental. Is that okay? Is that intact? Because you can't build a solid foundation if your mind ain't right. But you don't hear Kevin Samuels talking about healing. We hear him talking about building your bank account, what the cracker people tell you to do. Look for you a man with some money. Sisters, you got to look for this. You sisters, you can't. And we don't know what to do. Women, we confused. We don't know if we supposed to be independent or we supposed to be a gold digger. Because no matter what we do, we going to get fucking chewed out about it. We can't be too needy because then we too needy. We gold digging. And if we try to take care of ourselves, then we too independent. We can't win for losing. And this keeps circling and being recycled amongst all these gurus and relationship gurus. This is what they're recycling. They keep recycling the same bullshit, but nobody talking about healing. That's why I can't rock with that shit. I don't have no sympathy right now for people that are consistently and want to participate in division. I have no sympathy for what you're feeling about the loss of somebody who's a self-proclaimed relationship guru who caused so much division. And all y'all keep saying is, he right. He be right. Y'all just in y'all feelings. Y'all just mad. Y'all just mad. No, he's not right. He's only highlighting the problems that we have. That's all he's doing. He's just putting a spotlight on it. He's not causing no healing. I haven't heard him cause any healing except the fact that some people brag and claim that he's helped a lot of people fix a lot of people's relationship. And I'm like, how do you know they were not part of a script? You don't know if their relationship is fixed. You don't know if they even still together right now. But anything to make this man seem like a super celebrity hero that he wasn't. He wasn't. And the fact that people saw through it, it really pissed y'all off. Y'all shouldn't have got pissed off. Y'all should have took a look at what somebody else was trying to show you. But what you do, you come and you defended this man instead of defending the fact that he ain't told you shit that we don't already know. All this man do is highlight problems. And like I said, some of y'all have done some terrible things to women in your past. And now that you older and you done did your detox and you done did a spiritual cleansing, now you want to look at Kevin Samuels and say, oh my God, he right. It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault that I cheated on that woman. She didn't have her shit together. That's the kind of shit that this man is putting out there. That's why y'all agreed to him. Because y'all found somebody that kind of made you had your guilt from being the type of man that you were in your past. And I'm not saying that you're changing for the better is not a good thing to be admired. It's just that don't forget you got some apologies to make to some people that need to heal. You need to go make some apologies to some people so they can heal. You pedophiles, you need to turn yourself in, but you got some apologies to make too. We don't give a shit about you healing. You made your bed a long time ago and you got away with it. So we don't fuck you. But if you're watching and you're a pedophile, I'm telling you, it's not too late to go to some of them victims and make amends with them. They might want to kill you and they rightly deserve it. But I'm saying you need to go make amends to these people so they can fucking heal. And then you need to figure out why you so fucked up and why you like raping little boys and girls. What spirit jumped in you that made you do some shit like that? Because it ain't no cure for pedophilia. We know that. But y'all better go get some help. before people start coming to y'all and cutting your shit off, cutting your balls off and stuffing them in your mouth for fucking with little kids. They're trying to make all this shit legal. And y'all sitting back watching and waiting. It's one away. One more thing, and I'm gonna pick it up again. One more thing. This abortion thing, Ray versus Roe thing. I didn't read the whole case. I remember studying it in college briefly, but I don't remember the exact case of it. It's a very sad case. But we're talking about abortion. First of all, sisters, let me tell you something real quick. If you decide, and I'm saying you because it's your body. We done heard this argument before. Men are saying, well, why can I have a say so if she want to keep the baby? You have a say so, but let us put you a artificial woman. You carry it. You can have her egg. We're going to put that woman in you and you carry it. It's easy to say that men should have a say so when y'all don't have to carry this shit. Y'all don't know what women go through when they're pregnant. Every woman don't have a positive, happy-go-lucky pregnancy. Some women have difficulties in pregnancy. Y'all don't know what we feel. It's not, oh, I feel so happy I'm pregnant. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I feel the baby kicking. It's not like that. It's not like that at all. It's not nothing like that. The hardest thing to deal with when you're pregnant is your emotions. You can deal with the baby kicking. You can deal with morning sickness, but them emotional roller coasters and them episodes, honey, that's something some women just don't want to deal with, and that's her choice. Until men say, baby, I will carry this baby for you, that choice for her to terminate that baby is up to hers. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Nobody should be going to any of these abortion clinics because it's inhumane. It's torture. The way they abort these fetuses is absolute inhumane. And that's why that shit come back and haunt y'all. That's why y'all be dreaming about dead babies floating around, because the way they took your child. Inhumane. They have procedures where the baby is partially born and they take these biceps or whatever they call it, and they crack the baby's neck, break the baby's spinal cord. They have some inhumane methods. They have methods where they suck the baby out, scrape the baby off the womb. The shit is inhumane. And not only that, but it doesn't do well for the woman's body either. But if you decide, sisters, that you can't carry that baby for whatever reason, you got an illness, you got a disease, you got something that's threatening your life, get you a book about herbs. I got the book in my room. They teach you about these herbs and medicinal purposes of these herbs. And most people grow these plants in your own backyard. You just got to be careful when you're touching them, because sometimes the pollen and the liquid and the milk or whatever they call it from these plants can be poisonous. You got to be careful. Read about everything. But there's plants. One is called Queen Anne's lace and wild yarrow root. They're both basically the same plant. Y'all see most of the time growing on the side of the freeway. They just look like these little lacy plants, these little white flowers with little yellow petals, not petals, but little yellow seeds or whatever in them. That's called wild yarrow or queen lace. What you do with that is you take that up. You can use the root as well. You make a tea with it. You boil it, you make a tea, you strain it, you let it steep, you drink it, and that baby will abort naturally. It'll slide right out. You won't even feel it. You're going to bleed. You're going to be bleeding for a little while until you clean yourself out. But that's the best way to abort a child. It's natural. You don't even have to go to the clinic. But you got to make sure that you know what you're doing. Study up these plants. This is not me telling y'all to go out there, but it is a form of birth control. It is a Plan B, and it's all natural. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Plan B pill was actually plant-based off of the yarrow, because it literally, you take it, and if you don't want to get pregnant and don't want to wear a condom and you don't care about getting an STD, then you can drink this tea too. It protects you from getting pregnant. It's a birth control. It's a natural birth control. You would drink the tea and consume the tea, and then you would go have your little sex or whatnot, and it prevents you from getting pregnant. You don't even have to take birth control pills. We got medicine in our own backyard. Just like I said, this plant literally grows in your backyard. People think it's a weed. That's another thing. Stop watching all these Roundup commercials and telling you to spray the dandelions. A dandelion is not a weed, baby. Dandelion is the first food for some of these insects when they come out for the spring, for the new year. It's food. It's medicine. Dandelion root is some of the best. Roasted dandelion root tea is some of the best tea you can taste, especially if you like coffee. It's really a good tea. It's really good. Now, I would suggest that y'all got them dandelions in your yard now. Don't cut them. First of all, get you enough so you can make you some tinctures and teas and shit. And then the rest of them, just let them blossom on out until they turn into the little Santa Clauses, and then you blow them and they plant, and they're gonna be there next year because those are seeds. Those are seeds. So understand that a lot of things that you can take care of, you can find in nature. You don't have to run to these abortion clinics. Don't do that to your bodies. And this is not me gung-hoing for abortion. It's just me saying sometimes women know what they want, and they know what their bodies is capable of. And so if it's not capable of carrying a child, that's the thing. It's gonna, termination is a thing. And in some cases, if you think hard enough how much you don't want that child, sometimes the baby terminates itself too, where you don't even have to go get it scraped out of you. It's just so inhumane the way they do women in this country. Medical apartheid. Y'all got to read that book. It'll bring tears to your eyes. Seriously, it would. I didn't read the book. I saw some lectures on the book. The lady, Dr. Joy DeGreary, she did some lectures on the book Medical Apartheid. It was written by another sister. I forgot her name, but it's for sale. You can purchase that book. It'll make you weep when they tell you the experiments that they continuously do on us. And it's hard to tell the women, it's hard to tell sisters what to do. They don't want to hear that because it's not what they've been taught. And then they look at me like, you ain't no doctor. Ain't nobody going to listen to you. I know. That's why I say do your own research. Go ahead and look up those plants and find out their properties and how to ingest it so that you can take that instead of birth control pills. Birth control pills are dangerous. They cause blood clots. They cause stroke. They cause all kind of shit. Weight gain. They also fuck with your emotional issues. They fuck with your emotional status. So y'all don't even understand what they've been doing to us. It's absolutely diabolical. That's why I say I don't even know if I want to fit into this brave new world, because I don't like nothing from the last one. It seemed like some new shit gonna come into play with technology. Don't get me wrong, I love technology. High speed, great. But all technology ain't good technology. That's for sure. So anyway, y'all, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I got everything in a nutshell, but yeah, Facebook kept deleting my comment when I posted about Kevin Samuels because I kept saying that he get his advice from the Cracker Book of Morals. I guess that's why they didn't want me to say that. Cracker Book of Morals. That's where all these relationship gurus get their information from. That's why I don't listen to them. Because they get in front of white man. You got to have this. You got to have a degree. You got to have money in the bank. You got to have a table. You got to bring something to the table. You got to do this shit. But ain't nobody talk about healing. So fuck all that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, y'all. All three of y'all. I'm about to go to bed because it's 1:17. What y'all doing up? I can't see no comments either. Damn. Anyway, thank you. Enjoy your evening.